Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments, concerns, questions, and answers, building and destroying. In a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Know that you're in a space of love, your space, a space of intelligence and integrity. Yes, this is where we are seeking a path towards true liberation. Yes, a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants, come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Okay? Hold on. Please keep all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Fund the war effort. It's a war going on. They blowing up pages and stuff like that. Man, wonder what's going to happen on these shores. All funding tags, nicknames, apps, all that. Keep funding information in the chat for the duration of class. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. Okay? Book an assessment if you or anybody you know is in need of anger management. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you get cuffed up. Don't wait till you get tased. Don't wait until you get fired. Don't wait until your grandmama kick you up out the crib. It's too late then, Molly. Salute. Much appreciated for funding the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse consultations, please book an assessment. Yes, please book an assessment. Find out the warning signs. Find out the behaviors that should alarm you, the characters and the characteristics, right? The characteristics and the character, that you need to be aware of. Yeah, people who you should be on high alert around. Remember, with the information, the life that you save could be your own. Yes, we here Sunday evening, Sunday night. Some of you coming in from Cali might have your feet in the sand, man. It might still be a little sun out there for you, but here it's dark. Damn it, it's black outside in the burrows. Yeah, and we got to get tonight. We only got one person to tag tonight. Somebody tag Tomcat. Yeah, DL, tag that clown. Bring him to class. And damn it, if you're in California, tag him. Bring him to class, man. We got to find out why he always liked to attack black women's. Yeah. No heat for nobody else. Black women folk. Yeah. And he came at you. Matter of fact, damn it, one of y'all, my class is thick. One of y'all tag Janet. Somebody might have her in their little Rolodex, in their little phone contacts. Tag Janet Jackson. Tell her come to class, man. Yeah. Tell her come to class. We know, they are grieving Tito, but nah, she need to come to class. Because how we flip on Janet, y'all? I don't get it. Tag them both to class. But while you're at it, while you're at it, tag your classmates. Share on your little profile. Share it on Facebook. Share it on TikTok or your Twitters. Tell them, class is in session. Bliz is already in session. It's going down and ain't going to be long. It's Sunday. Yeah. So let's see who is in class tonight. Who's in here tonight? Tierra, the youngsters in the first seat. T, what up, T? Jersey's in the spotty spot. Bam Woods, we got Philly in the spotty spot. Merlo, what up? Bernie, Bernadette, what up? S. Beckles, what's going on? We got London in the house. Lil Brit. Magic, what up? London is in the house, y'all. Who this? Time, Space, Infinite. Uh-oh. 69. Solar return. 69? Much appreciated. Coming through on your 69 born day. That's what we talking about. Cool K is in the spotty spot. All y'all. Time, Space, Infinite. Yo, listen, throw it out there, y'all. Throw it out there. Happy Solar Return. Give it to him. Philip Boone is in the building. See, Blaze the Sniper's in the building. Bionic Prince is in the building. April Brown. Educators in the spotty spot. TC Harris, 55. First 55. TC Harris, hold that. Sean Jenkins, what up? Yeah, we see you. We see you. Yeah, what up? We ain't playing with that zone. 864 Rick Gatlin is in the spotty spot. Miz Nobody up in the spotty spot. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, we Quo. 007. God, Malone is in the spotty spot. Yeah. Kevin Willis. Yeah. Willie. Betha. What up, Will? We see you. Rashida. In the spotty spot, y'all. Rashida's in the spotty spot, y'all. Yeah. 55. She get a 55. 55 for Rashida, y'all. Yeah, 55. Stephen Gill, what up? Big Foe, 55, Big Foe. Yeah. And focus. Think for yourself. We see it. No cool cake gang, no hat for you. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Uh-oh. She got something. Peace. Yeah, we see Mrs. Rails is in the building, y'all. Hold on. Let me straighten out. Miss Rails in here. I gotta be right and exact. Let me make sure I'm straight. Miss Rails is up in the spotty spot, y'all. Yeah, it's going down. Oh, man. Kenny's Unholy Grail. What's going on? What's going on? We see you. We see you. Yeah. We on it. Straight like that. Kim with Mosh. Moshy's in the building. Yeah. Yeah. We see you, Big Dola. What up? What? Ciara Holmes. 55. 10. What up? Yes. It's on 3-day county. Yeah. All right, Shay, what up? You digging it? Yeah, we up in here. Ooh-wee. Yeah. What up? Mad people, Johnny, JJ, London. Huh? What up, Harlem? Harlem in the spotty spot. Sylvan, what's going on? Hurricane Drew, Jay, Jack, what up? Lotus Queen is in the building. Ooh, we get ready to have it. This is gonna be class and like, what up, G Rock, South Central in the spot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got them, boy. They coming in deep tonight. Snipers be ready. Andrea Jones, what up? Yeah. Yeah, Dub C, Philly in the building. What's going on? Breed. No, what up? Geechee. No limit. Ooh, we deep tonight. Cookie. Yeah, we deep tonight. Let's get to it. No time. No time to waste. We got one tonight. Man, it seems as this burger, this bagel, can't seem to stop bashing black women in the space and the claim of democracy, loving the country. This Uber bagel, nah, he ain't buttered. This is a dry bagel, day old bagel, kind of hard and rough, because that's the type of bagels that they don't want women to touch them. You know, them day old bagels, you know, the ones at the bagel shop throw out the back so the seagulls and the squirrels and all that can start eating up, picking on them. Yeah, that's the type of bagel this clown is. Old Tomcat bagel. This is, you know, because I'm saying this has become a pattern for him. The pattern. Like most men, it's becoming a pattern. They fall or have fallen into the He-Man Woman Haters Club, right? Yeah. These new age melanated, no ma'am type of dudes. You remember Married with Children and Al Bundy and them. Yeah, no ma'am, right? And seeing the black dude. What is his black friend name? Was it Earl? So what was his name? They had a little weird bunch. That's your man DL. On the low. Y'all don't get it though. Y'all not getting it. Y'all not seeing the pattern. You don't. And I don't understand why. When men come so viciously like this, consistently. Yeah, Griff. There you go. There you go, Siri. I knew that. That's right, Griff. Oh, DL Griff. Yeah, Griff was a funny motherfucker too. You know, wasn't he? Yeah. No, ma'am, no. They didn't want no broads around, and we know how Al gave it up. Al ain't want no parts of no tail at all. See? When people bang out against women, I mean viciously, you gotta question where they at with it. You have to. And we're not gonna act like the rumors in Hollywood haven't reached our level on the street. Yeah. About DL. And what those two letters could mean as far as an acronym. We do understand that, right? We understand that, right? Don't we? DL. But a lot of y'all, again, We got a working class here, right? Our class works. Our class take care of families. Our class have careers. So a lot of people might have missed his last tirade, but I got it here for y'all. Now, for whatever reason, our little sister, man, even if she was older, even if she's older than some of us, our little sister, Janet Jackson, like, I want y'all to, who goes at Janet Jackson? Who? Let's be honest, man. Janet. We talking Janet control, right? All that. Janet, pleasure principle. Really? Janet. Let's get to the meat of it. Janet Jackson had an interview. I don't know if it was 2 days before, the day before Tito's demise, right? We lost Tito. Damn it, man, we lost Tito, man. Oh, not Tito. Nobody better not never say nothing bad about Tito. So we lost Tito. Right? So she gives an interview. Or she might have had it lined up, but it was an interview. And somehow or another, just like, broadcast media consistently does, right? The Hollywood press and all type of other propaganda vehicles, they want to see if these celebrities, especially A-list, is in alignment with the agenda, right? There's an agenda. I hope you do understand that. To, get old Kammie up into the White House. We know that because all politics are agenda driven. And Hollywood is propaganda. That's what it is. Okay? It is curtains. It is flashing lights. It is delusions. It is distractions. That's all it is. Okay? So we know that for a fact. This is why they keep celebrities in the mix around this time. They really, really do. Okay? So now she gives an interview. I guess the question comes up about Kammie. And he asks about her. And what does Janet say? Right? She's not black. In an interview with this newspaper published, right, last week. Now, it was published, right? But that doesn't mean the interview took place during that time, okay? But, because we know how they play games. But it said, Janet, quoting her, that's what I heard, that she's Indian. Her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told that they discovered her father was white. Now, to most of us, okay, most of us who follow everything that has to deal with everything, whether it's celebrity news, whether it's sports news, whether it's political news, whether it's conscious news, anything that has to do with anything, we're in it. We're in it. So of course, most of us are gonna be like, hold on, yo. Janet, you bumped your head. Are you serious? Where did you get this information from? Right? Really? Where did you get that information from? Now, her father's white. Because we all know. Why? Because we've been in a conversation ever since she was running for the Democratic nomination way back. And it's been consistent in the conversation from everybody, especially conscious and woke people. You hear from Dr. Umar, you heard it on the Breakfast Club, you hear it from Joe Brown, you hear it all the time. This debate, this back and forth, and it has caused another kink in the armor that's supposed to be, bringing black men and women together, melanated men and melanated women together. Anytime they could put a little in that armor, there you go. There you go. And people run with it. And now black women all up in their feelings. And sensitive black men all up in their feelings. And people who make money off of the attention that the conversation is given are the only ones winning, not knowing that the danger that comes from planting these seeds and causing these little stupid, nonsensical discussions is doing more harm than good. Which is why a lot of the times I wish we was back in the 60s and the 70s for when people did divisive shit like that. They got brick upside their damn head or tarred and feathered depending on where you was from, because there should never be separation between melanated men and melanated women. Never. No other group on the planet does it at all. At all. You understand what I'm saying? So when that came through, I don't know, right, why it moved him. But of course, people was roasting her on Twitter. Yeah. She was getting the business. Don't know if she even really handles her Twitter account or any social media. We're talking about Janet, who made an attempt to be one of the most hidden and secretive celebrities we done had in a long time. I mean, this is Michael Jackson's little sister, who we're not even gonna act like she wasn't part of Grippergate and may have been one of the minors, right, that Hollywood and the entertainment industry could have tortured, tormented. You understand? We're not going to act like she may not have suffered that very early on, especially her being in a position where they claim that she was married, right, at such a young age, right? We're not going to act like they didn't have her dressing in these, very adult, right, outfits as a child, acting very grown with the little Mae West. You understand, right? Today, when we see it, we could look at it and say, yo, hold on, what happened? What was going on there? You dig what I'm saying? I mean, she was presented as little, what's Shorty name? Little, what is her name? John or Joan Bonet Ramsey? Huh? Remember how everybody was taken aback and offended at how they had these little girls performing in these pageants like that? Hey, man. Janet was a child around a lot of grown-up stuff. So if we're going to say, hold on, Michael might have been, mishandled by Diana Ross, we can't, with a clear head, say that, man, maybe Janet shouldn't have been around the industry at that young of an age, okay? So, again, in her growing up and in her adult space, man, even in her late teens, she wanted control. So, the isolation, the closed circle. But I can't remember a time in politics since I've been around that I ever seen any Jackson vocal at all about Democrats or Republicans or democracy or endorsing anybody, not even LaToya, loony ass. The Jacksons have been very apolitical, practicing Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, why would she be in the know of this specific information? Like she said, that's what I was told. So they roasted her. Everybody tried to give her the business. And they did. But old Bagel, yeah. This little 2-day-old Bagel, who we know works tirelessly for the Bagel Meisters. Yes. Yes. I mean, what other failed comedian has had so many different TV pilots, canceled shows on network TV and all that, because he just ain't that funny. And he ain't that tough either. Yeah, check the thumbnail. You gotta remember what these dudes first was doing. How they first was coming through. You know what I'm saying? They little first press packet and all that. They little bios, right? You know, claiming, yeah, I'm about it, you know, because I grew up in Cali. Yeah, get that shit out of here. So did Anthony Anderson and all that other. Y'all bagels. Y'all wasn't claiming nothing. But all of a sudden, he gets a newfound toughness when it comes to going hard against black women who are not with the agenda or the specific structures and institutions. You understand what I'm saying? Because he gave Monique hell. Only for all of us who knew she was right and exact for the jump to be vindicated. Yeah. Yeah, to be vindicated. Right? He went at her hard. Yeah, and he went at a few more hard. But hold on. Even after all that, this man went fool on her. But before we go into him, Janet apologized through her peoples, right? And this is the apology. She deeply respects Vice President Kamala Harris and her accomplishments as a black and Indian woman. The spokesperson added, Janet apologizes for any confusion caused and acknowledges the importance of accurate representation in public discourse. We appreciate the opportunity to address this and will remain committed to promoting unity. The rep didn't explain how that information came to her, to Janet, right? That's it. She made an error. They gave her the business on Twitter. She apologized. See, but before she apologized, out of nowhere, here we come, right? The old-face saviors, right? These are the men and women coming to save the old-face, right? Friend Stevens, yeah. Remember Django? Friend Stevens, no, right? The protectors of Candyland. Old Bagel. Mr. Black women just irk me. Black women just mad and angry. They irk me. Mr. Beefing with every and any black women that they sick 'em on. Here you go. Sick 'em. He running, even if it's his own daughter. Nehemiah Washington, much appreciated for funding the war effort. You understand? Even if it's your own daughter. But let's get into his tweets. Which, hey, was a bit fiery and a little spicy. Dear Hughley, all I know is Kamala looks like she did when she was in Oakland. But Janet doesn't look like she did when she was Penny. What the hell was in that iron? Okay? Within the same time frame, D.L. Hughley. Hashtag Kamala Harris looks the way she does because she has mom from India and a dad from Jamaica. Hashtag Janet Jackson looks the way she does because she has a plastic surgeon. Okay? Let's go one more again, right in the same line. Hashtag Janet Jackson's interview sounded like a Trump rally. FYI, it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. Now I'm trying to wrap my head around these things. Not to mention when you go up in the tweets and people responding to them and telling them to fall back, like where we going at with this? Like she may have been wrong and all this other stuff. Like, nah, he doubles down. One of the responses, because somebody asked, well, if it's just a disagreement, why are you going so hard? He stated, this is no disagreement. She is lying. They didn't discover that Kamala's dad is white. Me making amends with a black woman I wronged doesn't apply to everyone. She says something irresponsible and silly, and I will never stop calling that out, black woman or not. Right. But see, he said silly things about his own daughter when she made allegations of abuse against no faith neighbor or whoever, and he wouldn't come to rescue. Right? Double down on that. Anything. He made errors and was wrong about things that Monique was claimed to have said as it pertained to him and her other situations. Again, no amends made. You understand? None. But see, whether Janet knew it or not has nothing to do with Janet's appearance or whatever she went through to get to where she is right now, currently today. No. He viciously attacked Janet Jackson. Yeah, man. Yeah. As if these people are going to give him a cape. As if they're going to put him in charge of the plantation. This is how these new age A-listers start to move in this space here. Now, I don't know what the confusion is about when it comes to Kamala Harris. I really don't. As I said plenty of times, I don't care if she's white. I don't care if she's black. I don't care if she's Indian. I don't care if she's the green broad from Star Trek, kissing on Captain Kirk, her and Doug. I don't care who or what her tone is. She's a district attorney. She's a state's attorney. This is what she was. This is how she thinks and how she operates. Right then, melanated people should have pulled way back. Because out of the 40, 50 million of us here in this corporation that are oppressed, that are still fighting to become more than 3/5 of a person, damn, at least half of the population have had somebody that had stood in front of the judge's gavel while the DA was on the other side, taking them away from family, friends, some deservedly so, and many innocent, right? You know, it's funny. I see other people, not to go off the track, but I just seen Tamika Mallory crying about the injustice of said black man being put down, meeting his demise, claiming that he was innocent because somebody else wrote a statement. But who do you have to go at? You got to go at the DA. But that DA is wrong, so you want us to rock with this DA, even though the DAs is on the same team, the whole justice system, right? This is how the mind works. This is how cloudy shit get. So I don't care about that. However, we must always keep in front of our minds that when Kamala Harris was with Mindy on her show, Mindy made it very, 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 very firm that you're one of us, right? You're an Indian. And we were so proud in the Indian community to have you running for office, right? And here's the quote. Yeah, we both Indians. Actually, we're South Indians. And to that point, she said, Kamala, you look like the entire one half of my family. And that same dumbass smile. When somebody asks her, who are you? Definitively. You're black, right? You're Indian, right? So at this point, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. Are you black? Or are you Indian? You're Democratic, and you uphold the institutions that have kept us in the position that we are in right now, with no significant changes. See, because this is what they always throw at you. She's black. She says she is. And she really didn't. So we need to get away from that part of the conversation, right? And they always jump to Oakland. She left Oakland and went to middle school and high school in Canada. Come back to Oakland when your mind is very not Bay Area. But since you know at certain spaces, once you get trained up, they know where they can plant you and insert you in order for you to rise up. You know, they never want to stick to what Joe Brown is saying when she got on that little, cat outfit. But we're going to even give them that. Okay, we're going to say you was in the Bay. We're going to give her that too. So this is the only things they ever say. She grew up in the Bay, right? She's black. And the third thing, what do they always say? Yeah, she's Chucks and Pearls. She went to Howard University. Yeah, that means she's black. She's black because she went to Howard. As if Howard University is the epitome of blackness. Okay? As if that means anything. Diddy also went to Howard University. I don't see them mentioning that. Why didn't they say, Diddy, Bad Boy Records, music mogul, Howard University graduate? Why is that not consistent in your face? I mean, if Howard is spitting them out, I mean, whoa. If Howard University is the epitome of HBCUs, make sure y'all claim Diddy. Yeah. Make sure you don't forget that while y'all dragging him through. Okay? While y'all taking him through the ringer, keep that in people's minds. So when y'all mention old Chucks and Pearls, people can say, oh, wow, they can correlate. Yeah, that's right. She went to Howard too. And Judge Joe Brown said she was at the parties. Man, let's keep that in mind. ODL. Yeah. Because this is what they like to bring up. Not her policies. And they say, well, she didn't lock up thousands of black men. So what? How many was it? 500? 1,000? How many is good enough for y'all? Because the average slave plantation, right? Man, the average only had about 4 to 5 slaves. If you had a large plantation and you was really doing it, you might have had 30, 40. Some of the biggest might have had 75. So if she sent 1,000, and I know it was more than that, if she sent 1,000 unjustly, what are we saying? How much is enough? If she sent one, like the homie who's on TikTok saying, yo, try to put me away for life. If it was just that one, like I always tell y'all, you could say 1 million people, maybe more, perished in the transatlantic. And we got to change the language on that. We got to change the language on that. Transatlantic slave trade. Because those people weren't slaves. Okay? Those people were doctors, scientists, soldiers, fathers, mothers. Wasn't slaves. You understand? But I told you, if 1 million, 2 million, whatever the count was, just one of us, one, in the equation of melanated people who are connected to the universe, in that scientific equation of sun, moon, and stars, one of us harmed in it. That is an abomination, because you're not supposed to touch us. Nobody gave you authority to do that. So if just one is harmed, we get our reparations in blood. How dare you diminish one life of ours? So if she sent 1,000 away, how dare you stand with her? This is not no regular politician. Y'all gave that to Obama. He came through non-profits. He came through in political circles. He was a politician. This is not that. This is a district attorney. This is a state's attorney. That should be end of the discussion. But again, when you have Hollywood, and you got these niggers in Hollywood, I told y'all, any attacks against the Hollywood institution, any attacks against the United States government, any attacks on institutions that keep these dudes and these broads eating, when you attack that source of them being able to eat, they coming right at you. They coming right at you. They coming at you worse than Massa. They coming at you worse than the Bagelmeisters, because you're threatening them after they went through Grippergate after they done did everything that these bagel meisters told them to do, after all of the freak offs, after all that, and you're coming through with truth, consciousness, they coming at you. Oh yeah, they coming full blast because they know that if this crumbles, what are they gonna do? What is D.L. Hughley gonna do without white folk? Seriously, think about it. What is Steve Harvey gonna do without white folk? These dudes are not on the Chitlin circuit. These dudes are not running around small clubs and stuff like that. Remember, Steve said, I don't come out, I don't do nothing for no $10,000. That's an insult, right? So he only can operate in institutions where white folk set it up. What is he gonna do without white folk? We seen that with the writers' strike when Hollywood went down. You don't see a bunch of them. A lot of them didn't come back from that. You don't see an abundance of black folk on TV at all. What are these entertainers, athletes, commercial rappers, and all that gonna do without the institutions of white folk? How would they get their resource? How? So of course they're going to come at people who question the validity of what white folk present. Because they've been trained like that. That's all they're around, all day, every day. They're sitting and thinking. Told you, I'm not saying this. Rick Ross said it. You can't be afraid to go in a room full of white folk and tell them your dreams. And they can make your dreams come true. Soon as you part them grippers, white folk do it for you. But they take it away too. Rick Ross said it. Stephen A. Smith said it. I think of two things when I get up. How I can make my boss some money and how I could get a piece of that. His boss is his white, O-face. This ain't a secret. It's not a secret. And at any ribbon cutting, any ceremony, any rollout, and you see these shiny niggas, it's always O-face in the back, patting them on the shoulder. Yeah, cut the ribbon. Cut the ribbon, boy. Yeah, good boy. Cut that, yeah. That's not hidden. That shit been there. It's been there. But you stoop to a different low when you attack Janet Jackson. Come on. Really? I just want y'all to think about it. I really want, out of all of the Jacksons, all of them, Janet might be the most non-confrontational one chick, other than Rebe. You know? I wish he would have said something about Rebe. I would have went out to Cali and parked him my damn self. And I talk about Rebe. God damn it, get my pressure up. Point him right in his eye. But we're going to stay on track right here. Who goes at as one of the youngest, she had to watch all that. Joe wilding, her brother's wilding, getting beat, the industry, all of that. Married to a Jabaj who came out of a heavily toxic substance abuse family. She dealt with that. and his wired self. Only to what? To bumble and fall and stumble through. And Janet's so screwed up, she's rocking with Jermaine Dupri. That's how unprotected she was. Mine just gone. And what? End up in the damn arms of one of these cats. These cats from, from oil cats. Yeah. And we know what they doing. They fond of boo-booing on people, so we don't know. We know she broke out. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? This is Janet. And through all that, what is the consensus? That people cheer for Janet consistently. Consistently. I'm saying who outside of the industry? Because they might have some gripes in the industry with it, but outside of the industry, has any of us ever had a gripe with her other than messing with Jermaine Dupri? So why DL, a man who attacked his own daughter publicly with his same verbal garbage, and we don't know what happened behind the scenes because he's still mad at Monique for reigniting the rift between me and my daughter. How can Monique do that? That means you never settled it. But let me tell you how nasty he is, how vicious he is, right? When we didn't forget how he did Columbus Short ex-wife dirty. Did we forget that? How viciously he attacked her because she came out and stated that it was domestic violence in her home. He wowed out on her. He wowed out on her. Right? Y'all forgot? Nah, I ain't forget. Let's get the quote. Columbus Short. X. Yeah. Remember her? Tanny McCall? Yeah. Right? Don't know what him and Columbus Short had going on. Don't know. Because when men come out vicious like that against a woman for another dude, how tight are they? No, seriously, how tight is DL and Columbus Short? For him to know what's going on in his bedroom. For him to know what's going on in his crib. Me, I don't vouch for no dudes. I don't know what dudes be doing with women. I don't. I really don't. So I don't be with that hooking up and all that shit. I don't know what a dude is like behind closed doors. And I'm in the field of dealing with domestic violence survivors, domestic violence perpetrators, domestic batterers. Yeah, so I done heard it all from the men themselves. Yeah, a lot of them are a little bit nuts because, again, they too have been ingrained and indoctrinated with the he-man, woman hater shit. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Nobody won't listen to me. I need to be listened to. And all that weird shit. We know about that. But let's see what really took place. This is his comment when she came out and said, this is what my husband did to me. DL said, the star of one of the hottest dramas in the country chokes the F out of his wife with a question mark. That doesn't ever happen. I don't think it happened, first off, like the time Warren Sapp was getting ready to do the Super Bowl and some broad said that he's straight. There are just as many examples of women lying on men in the middle of divorce proceedings to get what they want as there are men who actually do anything. My point is, if he did what she's alleging he did, she could still get all of that she's going to have and not bring it up now when it damages his market value, as she's going to be impacted by if he loses that job. Nobody's living in Calabasas anymore. So when you hearing it now, as opposed to back then when it happens, you can hear it in here. All he's concerned about is living in Calabasas. Not concerned about whether or not this man ran upside his wife's head. This is DL. This is him. As if he knew what Warren Sapp did. You see, this is the seed of problematic things. Because right now we're living in it. How many times I done told y'all in class, how many times we look at all these little Instagram news sites, state by state, city by city, these young black men violating order protection. Order protection can't do nothing. I'm going out there and I'm gonna body her and that's it. And they go and do it. We living that right now to this day. Women going to court. Women telling women in front of judges saying, yo, if you let him out, I'm done for. They let him out. And she's done for. This is the type of mentality that this dude has been, come on, I believe this was like 2013. And in 2024, you going at Janet and talking about her nose and her appearance and not on the fact of what she stated, even if she misquoted it, even if she was wrong, you went hard. You didn't have to say nothing, homie. You don't go with Kamala. She go with Doug. What is your concern about whether or not Janet Jackson is correct about that? Janet ain't been in the press. Ain't nobody following what no Janet Jackson is saying when it comes to going to voting booth. Who? We ain't even heard from Janet. So why did he find it in his little tiny goings to say something like that about Janet? Because this is where he at with it. Let's continue. I guarantee you, 3 years from now, she's going to be thinking, damn, I should have shut the F up. Women always running out the mouth when they shouldn't. This biatch was thirsty. This biatch was thirsty. What? She going to go back to dancing? She going to F her money right on up. This is what he said about Columbus Short ex. It wasn't Tanny McCall. We way past 3 years from now. She ain't back with him. He got with somebody else and then had another DV allegations against him and another one. So DL, you was proving a bagel right there. This is why these individuals consistently can sit in news segments, consistently can sit on different panels, because they're going to make sure that these dudes is in alignment. And then they hoping that we so stupid that we're going to listen, right, to DL. As many are, because all up under the comments, you can see them. Yeah, Janet was down. Yeah, Janet was out of pocket. Yeah, really? This is the mindset. And I want you to know that even though that's the mindset on Twitter, and that's the mindset online, it's not in the real world at all. Not in the real world at all, because again, there's so many people that don't deal in social, that don't know nothing about the past 5 years on social media when it comes to entertainers, comedians, actresses. They don't know nothing about it. Nothing about it. And if I cared that much and would share this platform with some of the people that I know, I can go right outside. My neighbors don't know nothing about none of it. Don't know nothing about Dr. Umar. You looking, they look at you like crazy. Who's Dr. Umar? Who's polite? Who's any? They don't know nothing because they're so in there now. They're so in their reality trying to figure out, damn, if I get 20 of these bottles off the street and I get that done 5 times today and I take it to the 7-cent spot instead of the 5-cent spot, how much would I make? And great, we make this shit important so we can sit here and talk about it. It ain't that deep to people who's ingrained in the struggle for real. They don't know these individuals. So we understanding what it means when he goes at Janet Jackson like that. Like, come on, son. For real? This is what we talking about? You going at Janet like that? Come on now. What are we doing? For real, for real. Marcus, what up? Salute. Come on now. Now, once he got heat for that, he tried to give a half-ass apology, right? Here we go. Columbus Short's wife came up and she is alleging that he had hit her with a wine bottle and assaulted her with a knife. I quickly jumped to Columbus Short's defense and I put my mouth, my, if this were a joke or if I had done a joke that people got offended by, I can honestly say I wouldn't be apologizing. I don't think humor as subjective as sometimes as cutting that it can be. I think that's something that's where I draw a line. I won't apologize for that. What I will apologize for is putting my mouth on a woman who was, excuse me, victimized by a man who I know. And before I knew the facts, or before I knew the severity, or before I knew much of anything about it. And so, Tani McCall Short, I basically said that she was probably a gold digger and I had no idea of the severity of what was going on. I quickly, my sole apology is that I put my mouth on a woman who was being victimized and blah, 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 blah. You dig what I'm saying? This bozo, you so hateful towards women, towards melanated women, and that's reflective even in the treatment of your daughter, that you double down in your ignorance and stand firm and tall because you still sit in a pocket where white folk protect you. Y'all gotta understand that. These individuals only move and talk like that because they have the institution of white protection. The minute they have to sit in a pocket around us, around our people, they can't do it. They refuse to do it. It's why they don't live around you. See, he's talking about the house in Calabasas. You understand that that's the separation piece, that they'll sign any contract, they'll sit in any space, they'll use their creativity in any way and form to make sure that white folk keep them away from who we are, because they never wanted to be that. whatever was the trauma in their household, whatever was the trauma in their community, whatever was the trauma in their relationships, they wanted to get away from. And if they had to tell jokes, if they had to sing, if they had to rap, if they had to dunk a damn basketball, they was going to do it because they was trying to get away from that melanated energy. You dig? And once they get in those spaces, they stay there. They stay there. We laughing and giggling about Grippergate and 1,000 bottles of lube and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You chuckle about it. They dead serious. They like this. Okay. Soon as them bagel meisters and them bankers come and it's time to party for a new TV show, for a new role, for a commercial, it's on and popping. This is why these black women get upset. They're like, yo, I can't keep watching this. I can't keep doing this. You coming in the house, we got these kids here, you smelling like doo-doo and all that, and I'm supposed to act like we good? Keeping this front up? Nah, I thought I could do it, I can't. And there goes the abuse, the threats, and now these black women ain't nothing, ain't shit, this, that, and the third, they trying to take my money. No. In their essence and their soul, they can't be part of that. So they breathe. And what's the next best thing for these dudes to do? White men been telling them, yo, you got to get Becky, you got to get Karen, you got to get Susan. Man, you got to get you one of them. Because they understand. It just is what it is. It is. And if that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to manifest yourself, cool. But don't attack black women on a regular basis like that. Don't do that. And that goes for DL, Stephen Harvey, Tyrese, any of them. I don't care who it is. Columbus, Short, any of these dudes. Jonathan, make all of them. All of them. James Worthy, I don't give a who it is. Doc Rivers, y'all like them, y'all love them so much, cool. Do you. That's your vibe. That's how you, Barkley, oh, that's how y'all run. Cool. But the disrespect of melanated women, that shit stops, homeboy. It stops. You can't force us to rock and roll with this Chucks and Pearls. That don't work. That don't work. No. And no matter what y'all say, I don't care what she look like. I don't care who her papa or her mama is. The manifestations of her actions, the manifestations of the policies that she's presenting has nothing to do with black people. Period. It is what it is. It is what it is. The manifestations and the policies that T45 is bringing up, nothing to do with black folk. And the minute y'all start understanding that shit is the minute y'all can really start organizing and becoming responsible, right, for the quality of our lives. Can't do it dependent on this. You can't. It's not going to happen. And it's showing you that daily. I don't know what y'all watching. I don't know what y'all looking at. But you need to really start opening your eyes. I keep telling y'all. Clear head, clean eyes. So look, I just watched the whole 60-minute segment where they talk about the National Archives and how important it is that all of these letters and notes and papers and documents are preserved because of the history and the integrity of our country and all that. And not one time did they show you any pictures of enslavement, any documents that said we were 3/5 of a man, any of that proof that show you that your ass ain't wanted here other than being a laborer, a mule. You got the original Constitution. You got a letter from George Washington to somebody else but we don't have no pictures of the damn plantation. You still looking at those draw shit? Really? Where's the live photos? You got them. Where they at? Zelda Johnson, much appreciated for the super chat. Love and blessings. We appreciate you. Thank you. Where's it at? If it's so important for the integrity of this institution that y'all collect all these pieces of paper and that Trump tried to override it and that y'all was right there, y'all had to do it because Nixon caused it. So y'all keeping all these archives, y'all going hard. Where's the truth then? Where's the truth of all of the lynchings that happened, not only in the South, but in the Midwest and out West and up North? Where is it? Where are those photographs? Where is that? Y'all don't have that shit, huh? Y'all don't want that truth out, huh? Because then it will show you that anybody that sits and takes the oath and say that they're going to abide by the Constitution is not your friend at all. They don't care nothing about you. It's just that simple. It ain't hard. Political science is not hard. Social studies and history is not hard. You don't see yourself in a good light. You're not presented in a good light. That means they don't care nothing about you. That's it. They write more favorably about dogs, more favorably about cats, more favorably about preserving national parks and Yosemite and all this other shit and bald eagles. Nothing highly about you at all. They don't talk about the love of black people. And our women breastfed these bastards. They don't speak highly of you at all. You still finding out that you did the first that. We invented this. We invented that. This is the first that. You still, in 2024, got first for melanated people. This is the first person elected to this. Oh, this is the first person seated at this. Really? Where you hear that at? Anywhere else? You don't hear that this is the first Irish. You don't hear this is the first Italian. You don't hear none of that nowhere. But when it comes to us. So DL is that's what these niggas is that's what they are? Straight up? This is it. I'm proud. I'm American. Yeah, I'm proud. Yeah, she's voted she's Democrat. Y'all going hard like that? We learn that shit. That's basic 101 conscious vote. Basic. You talking about going back to Garvey and Malcolm. That's basic. People don't think about you. You just got the right to vote. They care about you. You banging for it that hard? You just got the right to vote. And now they giving it to dudes that just came across the goddamn water 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Umberto could come over here and cast a vote with no damn address. He in a shelter that may be gone in 2 weeks, but he can get a vote. And you banged for it for what? But you cared. But you went hard at Janet Jackson for this chick. As if she wouldn't indict your punk ass if they find out you was at one of them Diddy parties. Because, see, he talks slick. You was in the whip. You still in the whip, DL. Let's hope you not in one of them archives of the Puffy Diddy files. Let's just hope. Because you got a lot of bread with Russell Simmons. You was part of Def Comedy Jam. So it was a lot of after parties in NYC. Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah. 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 I mean, he the one that made the distinction. He said Diddy had a lot of pics with Trump and Ep. Trump had a lot of pics with Ep and Diddy. Damn it. We just heard y'all made Gene Deal go viral. Y'all just said he learned everything from Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell and Clive Davis. D.L. Hughley was flicking it up with Russell Simmons on a regular. You a regular on the show. You getting money. You working with Russ Productions. You went to the party. So yeah, tread light, D.L. Tread lightly. Y'all entertaining dudes got a lot of stuff with y'all until it come out. Man, I know Janet looking right now. I know she like, yo, pull up the files. I mean, Janet got a lot of bread. Let's hope she don't pay Puffy a visit in MDC and ask if DL came to the party. Ain't nobody else said nothing to her. No other celebrity said nothing to Janet but him. The same dude that sit on The View all the time, the same dude with the agenda, the same dude that berates black folk on a regular basis. Yeah, we gonna see. We shall see. We shall see. Telling y'all queen comrades, when y'all hear that shit coming from these dudes, when you hear that He-Man, woman-hating shit come from these dudes, back up. I'm telling you, y'all need to cancel these dudes. They shouldn't say nothing that would ever intrigue you. Straight up. That no ma'am shit is real. That's what fraternities and all that shit is about. Keeping women out. We man talk, man business. Bro hugging and bromancing and all this weirdness. Now you wondering why Jamie Foxx is, hold on, hold on, Jerry. Jerry Jones talking about, yeah, look at them down there on that field. Yeah, you know he got an 8.5 joint, right? Y'all think I'm playing. When dudes talk that vicious, venomous shit, instead of saying, listen, women, this is this and that, and coming and talking together, when they start that vicious shit, gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful. You know, yo, what's going on in your grippers? Because you sure is uptight. What's really good? I'm saying, why Jamie Foxx sitting there with Jerry Jones? He ain't in any given Sunday. What's going on? Well, for real, what's going on? You there with Jerry? What's good? What's good? You sitting there, you cooking, and you know, you thinking it's gonna be about football. Nah, Jerry Jones said straight up. You know what this is, Jamie Foxx. This is what we do. This is how we talk. You know what's up. I'm coming and looking at my people. I pay for these niggas on this field. The same thing when they put you up on them slave auction blocks. And them dudes grabbing black men all up in their grippers. Look at this. He's a breeder. Come on, he's a breeder. Look at this. Same shit. Jerry Jones is looking now. They don't change. They don't move. That's how they are. Let me see if I can find some pictures of Jerry Jones and D.L. Hughley. Let's see. He already with Russell and Jamie Kennedy and all these other weirdness. It's the only time you see them dudes smiling. It's when they smiling with them old face. And every time they're around black folk, they bitter, they scrunching, they dismissive. They get around now, cheesing, buddy love, and all that. around black women spit venom. It's what it is. Stephen Smith gave that girl hell. Got this other broad next to him. He been cheesing for the last 2-3 years. Crazy. Anyway, it's Sunday. It's late. I ain't gonna keep y'all up. Class and things. I want y'all to make sure y'all set y'all week off right. Okay? Set your week off right. Monday coming. Make sure y'all be easy. Make sure the kids are prepared for the week. Y'all prepared for the week. Alright? We gotta have clear vision when y'all hearing these things. Y'all seeing these. That shit should have struck you very weird. Like, why you going at Janet? Who does that? Who does that? Last person who did that was Tupac. Right? Nah, because he had to take a damn test. That's the only time I heard somebody in a huffy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, yo, what? Janet Jackson. And nobody else checked him. Nobody. I ain't hear nobody say nothing. So it was good. What's good? Nobody in Hollywood, none of y'all want to step up? That's okay? No, seriously, that's okay. None of them dudes say nothing. Because they all in alignment. They're not scared, they all in alignment. They can't stand black women. They don't want black women to do nothing. That's how it is. Because that's what they're taught in that institution. You better not support your black woman. You better not. That's how they do it. You better not. You say anything about it. That's it. Ain't nobody come to nobody support unless they claim something different. They ran and they support Tiffany Haddish bugged out, custy ass because why? Because she swears allegiance to being Hasidic, to being Jewish, to being a part of that, to being a bagel meister. So they'll come to her defense. All other black women can get abused. All of them. Don't matter. I mean, nobody. None of Janet co-stars, nobody. Tyler Perry, none of them. All of them that's leaning, none of them came and said nothing. They let this dude go ham. And since I'm just a small dude who happens to have a small class, I don't give a damn. I don't get no support, no sponsorship, no nothing. I'm going to tell it like it is. DL, you pussy. Straight up. Straight up. You went at Janet Jackson for Kamala Harris. We're going to see what that gets you. Try-ass bagel. He's a straight-up clown. We're going to see what that is going to get them. And, again, I'm telling you, it don't look real good for T45. It just don't. I don't even think. I think it's right at this point it's going to be a landslide. However, I hope that people understand what that means. I'm telling you. I keep telling y'all, this shit gonna get rocky. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep wanting these white folk to be in charge. Keep wanting that. I'm telling you, keep wanting that and see what's going to happen. See what's going to happen when, I'm telling you, when them little beeper bombs start going off. Yeah. Keep it up when people are not addressing the needs of these children that's out here is wilding. We got Birmingham wilding, Chicago wilding, Memphis wilding, Oakland wilding, the Bronx wilding, Brooklyn wilding, DC wilding, Philly wilding. Keep it up. Keep it up. And mark my words. Mark my words. The pain that's gonna be in y'all souls when y'all figure it out and see that they've been playing the game and that you had the opportunity to govern yourselves and you just wouldn't listen. You just won't do it. It is what it is. And on that note, all y'all, make sure you get back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. That means be safe out there. That means you got one mission, make it home. One mission, make it home. Truckers, if y'all out there, hit that horn. Your job is to make it home. Get your loads where it gotta go. Get your truck loaded up. Make sure you're at the rest stop. You clean, you right and exact. Your weigh station. Truckers, union workers, make sure y'all get home safe. Straight up. To those who funded the war effort, to those who didn't, much appreciation for coming through anyway. We gonna see exactly, excuse me, how it pan out. I'm telling you, it's gonna be real. And I have absolutely no reservations about it. I teach my people. I'm here, I'm good. Classroom assistants, much appreciated for holding it down. Remember, don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Okay? That's where it's at. Because I know you could do it. I know for absolute fact you can do it. Keep your mind in the right space. Okay? Keep your mind in the right space. You dig? Be patient with yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Be patient with yourself. And yeah, and somebody get the DL. Yeah, tell DL to, yeah, that's what he could do. That's what he could do. Start living out his name. That's what you could do. Take them 2 letters and be proud. That's all. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to worry about a Janet. You ain't got to worry about Monique. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Live out your name, homie. That's all you got to do. It's okay. Y'all could do it. Diddy showed you. He showed you. He showed us what time it is. Come on. 1,000 bottles? We know what y'all do. We know what y'all do now. Just come on. So you can stop when you get that energy out of your chest, when you learn to speak about it and just come out and say, this is who I am. The world is a much better place. Instead of just bashing women on a regular basis. That's craziness. Be happy. Be free. Do what y'all do. Do what y'all do. And on that note, 55 gang, get y'all grades up.